Welcome back. My name's Ed Heller. I'm with Peak Packaging, and today we're going to be talking about food packaging. This is a really big item right now. The food industry is being steady and solid as far as production goes, and we have some great ideas and suggestions for you. Bars, food bars, protein bars. These bar bags can be produced in a couple different ways. One is we can produce them on printed roll stock, where it's fed through a horizontal flow wrapper. It wraps your bar, seals it on the bottom and on the sides, and we can direct print right onto the roll stock. 4-color process or PMS colors, either are fine. We can also produce bar bags on their own, sealed on 3 sides. The end is open. You drop your bar in and then you'll heat seal the end. This can be printed the exact same way. It could be a clear bar bag with printing and has a window to show your product, or if you like to have your product totally covered up and have it fully graphic, we can also do that. The advantage to a non-roll stock bar bag, a pre-cut, pre-finished bar bag, is that you can launch your product with smaller quantities. We can do as little as 5,000 of these bar bags that are printed, sealed, ready for you to drop your product in. So it's a great way to launch your product. Bar bags can also have a side gusset. It's just a different style, a different look. Bar bags go typically in a pop-up display, a point of purchase display. This happens to be a display that is made out of all recycled material. On the inside is newsback. It's recycled newspaper. On the outside is what we call clay coat. Clay coat newsback. Clay coat is a clay product. Recycled newspaper on the inside. This is recyclable and compostable, finished with a food grade vegetable ink on the whole box. So this is very eco-friendly. It's a nice presentation. It prints very well. You put your bars in it and off you go onto the counter for sales. StandUp pouches, another very popular way to promote your product. It's a very big billboard. You can see a lot of material. They can be printed with or without a window. These can be printed on roll stock, or again, they can be pre-made. Typically, we are pre-printing the bag, pre-cutting the bag. This has a tear notch, a zip. Very good for sustaining your product, keeping shelf life. This is a great barrier for air and keeping anything out and everything in. They're economical. They stand on their own. They pack out well, so for the right application, the right product, this is a great way to go. Here we have tubes. Tubes can be used for things like oatmeal. They can also be used for things like baby formula, cake mixes. They can come with rigid lids, with food grade linings, rigid bottoms, very solid, very structurally, has a lot of structural integrity, and economical. These can be used for products that you use every day. You want to take a little bit out, put the lid back on, so they have a stay fresh ability for the pantry. They can be direct printed. They can also be labeled. So you can have multiple SKUs, run your tubes, apply different labels, and have a whole unique line. This is a very effective way to market your product. Glass products. We do a lot of food glass products. A lot of them are custom, hand blown. A lot of are stock, different colors, different size openings, oils, sauces, juices, and condiments. So keep in mind, this has a lot of different uses, not just for the food industry. These are extremely recyclable. As far as being eco-friendly, glass goes right into the bin. There's nothing in it but glass. Lids go into the metal, and labels come peeled off. So paper labels, poly labels. We can silk screen, direct print on the glass. We can do bottles for the spirit industry also. So we do a lot of high-end glass bottles for the adult beverage industry also. Food packaging. These happen to be cookie boxes. These are an auto bottom cookie box. Chipboard, 24-point, easy to assemble. Load your product, close it, you're done. These can be made in the same material as the POP display, clay coat newsback, so that can be 100% recyclable, very green, very eco-friendly. Last but not least, we have a molded product here. This is wheat and reed husk. There is no paper in this product. This is extremely new, very green, and it holds water extremely well, so you don't have any leaching of oils or waters through the container. You also have a great barrier as far as anything getting into it. It's a very dense, hard, rigid product. And like I said, no paper, no pulp, just reed and weed husk. And these can be molded. These are molded. It's a molded product, so kind of the sky's the limit on what you want to mold with this. Food products, containers, holders, very versatile, and something very new that we're now running. Again, thank you for taking the time to listen to Peak Packaging. My name's Ed Heller. We can be reached at 888-982-6937 or www.peakpackaging.com. Thank you.